So it's Danny Flexon here for Seconds Out. Delighted to be joined by the British Commonwealth European middleweight champion, Denzel Bentley. Is that right?
Nearly. I'm not come off. Not
Commonwealth.
come off.
I
British and
knew it.
European. British and
Yeah.
European for now.
And three-time British, of course.
That's it. I'm British, yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Good stuff. And that's because you're coming off a big win over Brad Pauls not too long ago. And we'll get to that. But we're here to do the review of 2024, in which you're 3-0, three big
Yeah.
wins. The last of which, as we said, bringing the European title, the British back to you as well. But the year started off with Danny Dignam, which on paper seemed like a decent test. Didn't look that way in the ring though. So what are your kind of reflections on that quite far down the line?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good performance for me. I knew Danny was a solid, a solid fighter, a good, skillful fighter. But loads around, so I kind of knew him. But I just knew I had to be on point with Danny. And at that point, still did all the way through, but I had a real point to prove. So he just caught me, at the wrong time for himself. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, he caught me when I really wanted to make a statement. So yeah.
And you said you had a real point to prove. You'd lost two of your previous three, albeit one against Janibek, which is the highest possible level, the other against Heaney. What were you thinking going into the fight with Dignam? Because you said about making a statement. Where did that come from?
Yeah, it was just like obviously with the Heaney fight, I took a loss that I felt like I shouldn't have taken. And I just felt like I can't afford to be, what I'm saying, like slipping up, not being 100%. I can't afford any more L's, let alone any more unnecessary L's. You know what I'm saying? Like, how long can I keep reviving my career for if I'm not taking out guys that I need to take out, or I'm not beating guys that need to be beaten? So when I come back, I just told everyone in my team I don't want no comeback fights, no 6-rounder or 8-rounders. I'd rather not box. I need a name that's gonna push me back to where I should be or where I should have been. If I didn't take that loss to Heaney. So when they gave me Danny, I said, yeah, cool, Danny Dignam, perfect. That's a good name. He's only lost once. Everyone in boxing knows he's a good level fighter. He's a good opponent. So that was a good opponent for me to come back to.
And I think we said at the time when your next fight was announced against Derek Asazi, who talented guy, but it seemed like a sideways step from Danny Dignam rather than a progression. What was your attitude at the time when the fight was first put to you?
Um, I'll be completely honest. When the fight got put to me at first, I said I didn't want it. Not because I thought it was a sideways step or I thought it wasn't good enough, but because I kind of knew him a little bit personally. I think after the Dignam fight, he was hitting me up, like congratulating me on my fight, and then obviously that was the first time I spoke about my son and the situation that I had, regarding him. So he was all wishing me well, like asking if how's my son doing, is he okay? Um, he just had a son earlier in the year as well before the Dignam fight, and we just talking about our kids and that, how many kids do we want, and blah blah blah. He's got 2 boys, and I'm like, I'll probably like a girl at some point just to even it up, whatever. But I want another boy, and just having a conversation about our kids. And when it got brought up, I thought, nah, because I'm in a mind frame where I really want to hurt a few people. Like, I just want to prove a point, like not in a bad way, but I just want to, I want to show out, and I got to knock people out spectacularly to kind of show out. So I was like, no at first, and then they came back to me and said, yeah, he said he's ready, so it is what it is. And I thought, oh, okay, cool. If that's what it is, that's what it is, isn't it? So I have to kind of shift my mindset to, cool, he thinks he can, take my position or take food off my plate. When I was really just trying to be like, nah, I'll fight someone else. So when they came back to me saying he's taking it, I probably got a little bit offended, and I was like, saying no more. It's a little bit personal for me. So, but that's just in my head. It wasn't anything to do with him. I know he's
Yeah,
just.
you
It's
had
just
to
my
create it. You had to give yourself something.
I have to give myself a reason to want to hurt him, innit? So I was like, cool, let's do it. So that was my mindset in going into that fight, to be honest.
Do you often find that an issue because you are, a warm guy, gregarious guy? Do you often find it difficult to find that, spite?
It depends who it is. It depends who it is. If I don't know you, I have no feelings towards you. With Danny Dignam, I just kind of knew, okay, cool. He's trying to revive his career. Like if he beats me, then he gets to move on. And I don't want no one else to kind of make a career off of my name no more. Or like he has some big fights with the back of my name and whatever. So yeah, with Dignam, obviously everyone I fought this year I kind of knew personally. So I just had to kind of create some sort of personal beef in my mind between us to kind of have to do what I need to do. I think, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
The 5 versus 5. Did you want that Ammo Williams fight for Warren?
Well, it wasn't presented to me, but I would have loved to have taken that fight. If that got presented to me, yeah, 100%. Like, I'm in the business of good fights. I just want to be in good fights. I haven't really asked for a gimme fight my whole career. I think even one of my early interviews with you, when we were talking, and I was telling you I want to defend my own by getting in with people and beating them, not by swerving guys. And at the time, I hadn't thought anyone would win the record.
Yeah.
I think that was the old Peacock, and I was like, I want to fight guys. So that's
Yeah. Kelsey Ball was the first one with a winning record.
first one, yeah. So I've just always wanted to, you know what I'm saying, fight people or be in entertaining or exciting fights because I just feel like, you know, it gives the fans value for money. It keeps my name active. And I think that's the only reason why with 3 losses on my record, I've managed to stay alive in the sport, to be honest.
And then that all led up to the fight with Brad Pauls. It was an interesting one because he was coming in as the champion, but I think for most people, you were the favourite going into the fight. Where was the motivation coming from for that one? I know you've sparred Brad before. How well do you know him?
Well, me and Linus are quite cool because of, you know, we fought and we've moved on and we spar quite a bit.
Sparred since, yeah.
Heavy Stewart, their coach, is a lovely guy. He always comes in the gym and shows love. And obviously, Brad is a part of that team. So I spoke to Brad a few times. I'm not going to say we're as cool as me and Linus are, but I see him in the gym. They needed help at some point. I needed help first with Morrison. They helped me. They sparred me the first. He needed fight. He wanted to come up and get some rounds. I was happy to help. But even I remember in the interview, I said I didn't want to fight Brad neither. Not because of anything personal. I just felt like, let him enjoy his moment, innit? Like, not that deep. He's won the British. I don't really want to box for the British again unless Heaney won the rematch. Then I can rematch Heaney. But I didn't really want to box Brad. Then it just got flung on me that I'm boxing Brad. And I thought, at some mad notice as well. And I just thought, what the fuck is going on? So I just had a chip on my shoulder about everything rather than Brad. It was like, so he knew before he was fighting me. All right, cool. This, that. All right, cool. So I'm just creating things in my head to kind of, you know, not like Brad. He's coming in saying hello, saying nice things. And I'm just like, oh, you stop saying nice things about me, bro. I want to knock you out. I want to make you quit and all these things. So I just had to just create some things in my mind. But even though I was saying that I wanted to hurt him and that, I did, to be honest. But in this whole camp, like the whole game plan was to box. Like Martin, like every time I stood there and Martin's like, bro, get back to your jabbing and movement and everything. So I think I executed what we was working on, you know, quite well in the fight. But I just had to make it. I can't let another one of these fights slip or pass me by because I was in the same position around this time last year when it was like, when this gets a more title fight and they get to move on and they get to do this and they get to do that. And all the pressure was on me to perform because everyone just felt like, yeah, it's for Denzel. And then I just kind of let it slip because of circumstances outside the ring. So with Brad, it was more like, I can't lose to another person that I'm not meant to be losing to. I can't afford to lose again. And I've been in this position before. Don't make it feel like, oh shit, it's happening again and you're going to slip up. No, just stay focused, stay on the ball, stay on point, and just do what you need to do. And when I got in there, he was tough. He wasn't going to go down from one punch. So I tried to make him suffer a few shots. You know, I think I see him say something about he got a fracture in his eye or something like that. So I hope he recovers well. But that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to break him down and make him feel like it's too much. But listen, he went the whole distance. So like credit.
And you're on a high after the fight, rightly so. Few people caught some strays. I think Eubank Ben got a little bit of your trademark wit, and the media didn't escape either for asking you about a Hamzah fight, but not putting the same questions to Hamzah Sheeraz. Is that something that's frustrated you for a while?
Yeah, no, it's fair. The volume just kind of went a little bit.
Did you catch any of that?
Yeah, I caught it. But yeah, I caught it vaguely. You was talking about Conor Ben and catching strays with Eubank and stuff like that.
Yeah, so after the fight with Brad Pauls, you were asked about that. You said, oh, they can go and have their YouTube fight or Misfits fight, sorry. And then the Hamzah Sheeraz thing, you said that the media were asking you about fighting him, but never asked him about fighting you. Is that something that's frustrated you for a while, that different treatment?
Yeah, and I really wanted to point at it for a minute, but I just thought, hold it down then. Like, don't just get frustrated at the cameras and stuff like that, whatever. But fucking annoys me. I'll be honest. So put it this year. After I fought Derek, yeah, this is one example. After I fought Derek, yeah, I got in the ring and everyone's asking about Hamzah. I said, yes, let's do it next. Out whatever it is. Hamzah fought right after me, probably about a month after, I think. Was it June?
Ammo, yeah.
No, I'm chatting.
Oh no.
No, I'm chatting. That was I boxed Dignam in May. He boxed Ammo in June. Not that one. I boxed Derek Osaze in August.
Right.
And he boxed in September.
Tyler Denny, yeah, in September.
After my fight, they asked me, Hamzah. He knocks out Tyler Denny. No one mentioning my name. So I said, no one asked me about Hamzah no more. No one asked me about Hamzah no more because it makes no sense. It's a one-sided thing. It's a one-sided question that is only me being asked. It's never him. I don't know whether he's told you guys, never mentioned. I don't know the situation. But every opportunity you guys get, would I fight Hamzah? But why the fuck wouldn't I fight Hamzah? Sorry, I'm just saying too much. But why wouldn't I fight Hamzah? Why? I don't understand. But no one ever gets in the ring and starts asking Hamzah, would you fight Denzel next? Would you do it next? And try to press him to say, let's do it next. People touching it a little bit, and then he says, oh, it's the fight down the line if it makes sense. And then no one presses it saying, why not next? But when it's me now, you're asking me, oh, would you do it next? And blah, blah, blah. As if I have the power to make a fight on my own. It takes two people. You know what I mean? And if it's a one-sided question, then you're only going to get one answer from one side. But yeah, that was just a bit annoying. And obviously, the Conor Ben and Eubank thing, yeah. Conor Ben pulled me up on that as well. I was laughing. That was funny.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did. He was doing the punditry on the Zone for Charlie Sims's new show.
Oh, huge boxing, yeah.
Yeah, huge boxing, which was quite good. A good turnout, to be fair. And then it's on the camera. He kind of pulled it up like, "Oh, you think it's a Misfits fight? Like, what's good with that?" And I was just laughing like, "Oh, it is, isn't it? But you're gonna make a lot of money. But I'd rather see you fight Barrios in your own weight class for a world title than see you got two weight classes to fight someone, that really and truly you shouldn't be fighting." But yeah, I mean, look, nothing against Conor. He's doing what he wants to do. He's doing what he needs to do to go get that money. It's more on Eubank's side. Like, why would you want to fight a welterweight? What did you gain from that? But I get it. It's a big payday for everyone.
So. Gain the bag, basically, yeah.
Is what it is.
But getting it back to you, you're now in pole position for that rematch with Janibek, given your world ranking. Is there any news on how soon that might be?
No, I mean, I spoke to Frank before the Cool's fight, and he was like, regarding anything goes well, I'll be out again in March. But I haven't heard anything since, to be honest. So obviously it's Christmas and stuff, so I'm just gonna chill off, whatever. If it's March, April, wherever, as long as it's in the first half of next year, the first quarter of next year, I'm easy with. I don't really want to wait longer than that. I don't need too long to get ready because I'm not someone that takes mad long layoffs and that. I'm off for Christmas and I'll be back in the gym first week of January. So I'll be ready to go, the first quarter of next year. So hopefully they can get something done. Or if not, I just have to wait till the WBO, call me mandatory if no deal can be done, and then we just see where we go from there.
Is Janibek the one you want the most because it's a world title shot and it's an opportunity of revenge?
Yeah, 100%. It's a world title shot. It's an opportunity of revenge. And I think he's the best in the division. You know what I mean? You've got Lara, who's an exceptional fighter, but he's getting on, and he's originally a weight below. He's a super welterweight, but great fighter. But he hasn't really beat any real middleweight contenders. He beat Michael Zarafa, who I don't think is, a world beater. I don't think he's that good. But being disrespectful. And I don't even think he's originally a middleweight neither.
No, we fought Kell Brook at, was it light middle or welter? Must be light middle.
Yeah. He fought Kell Brook at light middle. And then he beat Danny Garcia, who he's been inactive probably since lockdown. I think 2021 he fought Spence or something like that. Oh no, he fought again after. He fought Benavidez' brother.
Jose Benavidez, yeah.
One fight in 2 years, and then another 2 years, and he's been inactive, and he's going up to 160, where we all know he came up from 140. He's not a real middleweight neither, but two good performances, he knocked them out, and so we should. He's that level of fighter, but I don't really see him as a big threat in the division, and it'll be hard to get him to fight anyway. Coming from PBC, they're gonna keep that in house. They'll probably get a middleweight, wait for a middleweight that's ready to take him out and put him on so it stays in house. And then you got Carlos Adamas, who I rate. I think he's really good, but I'm not ranked with the WBC or have any ties to the WBC, so that'll probably be an impossible fight to get made anyway, especially because I'm not a high profile fighter. So the only one that made sense was Janabek. Like I said, I think he's the best. I've worked my way up with the WBO, so it's not like I'm just calling for an opportunity. I've earned it this time. He's got two of the four belts, and yeah, but opportunity to get, the rematch and get revenge, like you said.
Just before I let you go, one of the other big things you did in 2024 was a lot more punditry work. How much have you enjoyed that?
I have, I've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed that a lot. It's a different side to boxing. It's so funny because when I first started this, I didn't even like interviews. Like I didn't want to be in the cameras like that.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah, I was very like I used to, my words weren't coming out how they were coming out, but over time you get used to it. And I just see the punditry work as like me in the house with my friends talking boxing. I could talk boxing forever. Do you know what I'm saying? I love it that much. I watch it that much. I'm always at every level. I watch the small shows, the big shows. So the punditry work comes kind of easy. I just have to kind of relax myself and remind myself you're just talking what you love talking anyway, rather than seeing it as pressure to make sense of things. If someone doesn't agree with what I say, then what can I do? You know what I'm saying? So I just try to say as little as possible and let the professionals do their work. But I'm enjoying it. I do like it, and I've probably seen it as something I can do, after boxing, which isn't done for now. But yeah,
I think there's a certain irony in that you're worried about what you say like on punditry work, but when Conor Ben pulled you up, it was about something you said after a fight.
yeah, exactly. No, it's true.
You're more
Obviously,
controversial then.
all controversial there, yeah. But it was after fight, energy was high. I just felt like, fuck it, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. And it was really just, I was really trying to throw shots at Eubank, but I even said to Conor, like, listen, sorry you're getting caught in the crossfire, but look, it's the corners for Eubank, it's not for you. But I get it. I get why you'd obviously feel the type of way. But Conor's a cool guy, man. Yeah, we got on well that day. He's probably a nice guy still. I got a lot of time for him.
But he's a welterweight. That's that's what you
But
want to say.
even if he was to beat Eubank's career is done. If Eubank beats him, it means nothing. And if he was to beat Eubank, I wouldn't be calling for a Conor Ben fight. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, so yeah, so it was nothing really against him anyways. I was just explaining that to him, like, look, I wouldn't call to fight you, so it's just Eubank. Like, we all want Eubank. Obviously, he's the money fight in the division, but he's the money fight for you personally because of the histories of your father's in it. So I get it, but in Eubank's favor, it's like, why are you fighting a welterweight? But I get it because of the money. So like you said, go get the bag.
Well, you'll get your bag. You've got some of it already, but you'll get your bag next year, I think. Um, really appreciate it. I'm glad you've had a great year and look forward to another great one in 2025.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cheers, mate. Take care.